You know, I think that I'm at a point right now where I'm like, I've done it for 7 years and now I want to try something different. And that's when...
What's up, jammers? Welcome back to another video. But before we do get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Upstart for sponsoring today's video. And I want to ask you a very specific question. What would you do if you no longer had the debt that you have today? What would you do with that money? Would you take family on trips? Would you take a much needed vacation? Well, with that in mind, I want to talk to you today about Upstart. Upstart is a fast and easy way for you to pay off all your debt with a personal loan, all done online. Whether you want to pay off credit cards, student loans, maybe your auto loan, or just consolidate any high interest lines of credit that you may have, well, Upstart can help you get to that finish line. A great thing about Upstart is that they don't only just look at your credit score, they consider things such as your income, your current employment, and your credit history to find the best rate that best works for you. And I know a lot of the times when you're trying to get a line of credit, you're worried that it might impact your credit score. Well, with Upstart, you can actually check your rate without it affecting your credit score. This can all be done in minutes, and the loans range between $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. And if you're in a rush, you can actually receive these funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan terms. So to find out how you can lower your monthly payments today, go to upstart.com/jam. Again, upstart.com/jam, and don't forget to use the URL down in the description so that they know that the Jam fam sent you. Another quick reminder, it is upstart.com/jam, and a huge shout out to Upstart for sponsoring today's video. Let's get right into it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to give you guys a little life update of me and the kids, and also, you know, on the last video I did talk about how I wanted to share my journey with all of you guys, and what it is that I'm doing that's helping me overcome, you know, all this mental illness and stuff. So I also do want to say thank you guys for all the love and support we received on our last video. It honestly means so much to us. You know, we were a little scared because we didn't know what was going to be the outcome of it, but we're just super grateful for everyone, you know, being there for us and supporting us and still cheering for the both of us, and that honestly means a lot to us. And I also did want to mention, you know, I know that in our last video a lot of you guys were confused, and there was a lot of things that weren't said, and you guys were kind of going with the idea that I pretty much walked away from the relationship just because I didn't want to deal with it because of my mental health, and it's not what it sounds like. So you know, I just wanted to clarify that because I've been getting DMs and I've seen comments of you guys thinking that I'm the one that walked away and, you know, wanted to be on my own to do this by myself, but no, and I'm sorry if it did come out like that. That's not how it is at all. If anything, you know, we and also you guys did mention about marriage counseling and why are we doing this, why are we doing that. You know, there's so many opinions, and at the end of the day, it's like we both know what's best for the both of us and for the kids. So we're gonna do what's best for our family. And marriage counseling was brought up and we both considered it. However, we both agreed that it was best for us to work on ourselves individually first, and then, you know, down the road, if, you know, if we feel like making it work down the road for our marriage or whatever, you know, we'll consider marriage counseling. But for the moment, we both decided that it was just best for us to take some time off, you know, kind of do like a reset moment and just really focus on ourselves individually. Like we said, we've been together for 13 years, so it's been a lot, you know, and we just decided that it was just best for both of us to, you know, go on our own journeys individually. So I just wanted to bring that up, you guys, because you know, like I mentioned, you guys were pretty confused, like, Anita, why are you leaving? You know, why aren't you fighting for your marriage? Why aren't you, you know, doing this together? But like I said, you guys, you know, it was brought up, we did talk about it, but we both decided. It wasn't just my decision to walk away and work on myself. No, like, he also wants to do that for himself. So, you know, that's what we agreed on. And that is what is best for both of us. With that being said, I hope you guys do understand and respect our time and our decision. You know, I understand you guys want us to do things your way, how you think it's best, but we're doing it how we think is best. But yeah, you guys, I just want to clear that up, and I hope you guys know where we're coming from and understand, and you guys still keep supporting us. I know that a lot of you guys still will, because you know you guys are true writers. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys what I've been up to, what I've been doing. I've been really trying to just focus on myself. I've been doing things that I've always wanted to do, but I always was afraid of what people would think, and just self-doubting myself, and not really going, you know, all in, just because so much self-doubt, etc. If you guys do deal with depression, you guys know that, you know, there's so many times where you feel motivated one day, and then the next you feel like crap. You just want to be laying down in bed all day. You don't have the motivation, the drive to do anything. So yeah, you guys, I've been really, I mean, I still have those moments, but I've been trying to get myself out of that moment as much as I can. Whenever I do feel like I'm feeling that way, I get out and I go do something. For example, today I was starting to feel, you know, a little down. I was feeling sluggish. I felt like I didn't want to do anything, but I decided to get up, get the kids, and just go do things to get my mind off things and, you know, get myself out of that little funk. But I've also been, if you guys don't know, if you guys aren't following me on social media, I just started my new business, which is Skin by Anita, and it is basically a skin tightening treatment that I'm offering, and I just got my certificate. I've been wanting to do something with the beauty industry. If you guys don't know, I've been doing makeup for about 7 years, up until the pandemic started. I stopped working because I was pregnant with Aiden, and honestly, that's when my depression and my postpartum and all of that like gathered up. So I used to work for a studio where we would do professional headshots for real estate agents, and I loved doing that. I had so much fun, and it was perfect because I was able to, you know, I was able to work my own schedule, especially because I had Mila. But then I got pregnant with Aiden, and then when COVID hit, I stopped working because, you know, if you're a makeup artist, you're literally like this with your client, and you know, it was at high risk for me to get the virus, just because I'm, you know, dealing with clients and then them being so close to me talking, and, you know, we didn't want to take that risk. So my doctor did suggest that, you know, I stopped working, which I did. And throughout that whole pregnancy, I started feeling really depressed, and it really got to me, because I'm very social. I love going out and doing my thing and just being hands-on. So when that happened, I stopped, and then obviously everything was shut down. We were just literally stuck at home, and, you know, I was just with Mila. I wasn't doing anything for myself, and it really started, you know, bottling up. And then obviously when you're pregnant, your hormones are changing up and down. So yeah, that happened. Then Aiden was born, and obviously, like, you know, your hormones are going up and down, and because I had postpartum depression with Mila, it lingered on, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And, you know, it was just so crazy. But I've always been in the beauty industry. I've always loved doing makeup. I've loved, you know, I first started doing nails. If you guys know me from long time ago, you know that I started doing nails, and that's how I got into beauty school. And I do have my cosmetology license. And then when I was in Cosmo school, I decided to become a makeup artist. So when I graduated, that's what I did. I was freelancing. I started my own business, and I was doing that for 7 years. So I you know, after Aiden was born, I was like, you know what, I want to start doing something with the beauty industry. And at the time, I didn't look into it because Aiden was so little. He's only 10 months right now, but at the time he was very little and I didn't feel comfortable leaving him. And also I had that mom guilt. And I always thought, you know what, maybe being a stay-at-home mom is the best option for the kids. But because of that, I fell into really bad depression because I wasn't around anybody that, you know, could like to socialize as much. I only have my sister and my mom, but it's not the same, you know, it's not the same as going out and having to work and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just, it was a lot. So I ended up, you know, thinking like, you know what, I want to go and do something again in the beauty industry. And so yeah, I think for me is I love being able to make people feel good about themselves. And, you know, obviously with makeup, I was able to do that. I was able to transform people, you know, your self-confidence would go like this, and that made me feel so good, and I loved it. However, you know, after the whole situation with me being pregnant with Aiden, I stopped working. I still love makeup. I just, you know, I think that I'm at a point right now where I'm like, I've done it for 7 years and now I want to try something different. And that's when plasma fibroblast came in, and it honestly was I was so passionate about it. And the reason how I found out about it was because if you follow me on social medias, I've shared my stomach, how after, you know, having 2 kids, I have a lot of stretch marks. I have a lot of loose skin, you guys. It's crazy. And that honestly was very, it was making my self-confidence, my self-esteem very low. So I wanted to change that. I tried going to the gym. I tried to, you know, eat as healthy as I can, but that only made it worse because my stomach was shrinking, so the skin was getting looser. So I searched up plasma fibroblast, and that's how I learned about it. I started doing more research about it, and I decided to do that for myself. However, I was like, oh my God, this is so freaking cool. I would spend so many hours watching videos of how they perform the services, and it was relaxing to me. So not just that, but I was like, you know what, I want to do it. I want to do that, and I want to help other women feel comfortable and feel better about themselves, you know, because I know there's a lot of moms out there who have the same issue as I do, and, you know, if I can help them out, like, what best way to do that, you know? So that's how I got into plasma fibroblast. I took an online course, and it's been fun. Obviously I'm just starting, so it's the only people I've really worked with is just my family, friends, and stuff like that. But I'm excited for this new year because I do want to go full on with this business. I know it could be like a big thing, and, you know, it's just a way for me to do something to find my purpose. And I think, you know, at the time when I was being a stay-at-home mom, well, I'm still a stay-at-home mom, but at the time it was like I didn't feel like I had a purpose. I didn't feel like I was doing anything for myself. You know, yeah, I was there for the kids and it's good, but and don't get me wrong, you guys, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you love doing that and that's what you live for, like, props to you. Honestly, I give you so many props because that takes, you really have to be strong mentally, and you really have to want to do that because, man, it is honestly so hard. Being a stay-at-home mom is so hard. You don't socialize with people. You're 24/7 with the kids. You know, you hear cryings, you hear another kid, you know, wanting something, and cleaning, cooking, putting the kids to sleep. It's, you know, driving them to practice, and you guys, it's a lot. Like, it's being a stay-at-home mom is 10 times more work than actual work, if that makes sense. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, because you get no breaks at all. So yeah, like, you're a stay-at-home mom, I give you props. However, that was not for me. Like, I love, like I said, I love being social. I love being out and about, and that's what makes me feel good about myself. And just being around other people makes me feel good. And the minute that I'm at home and I feel like all I have to do is take care of the kids, the household, cook, clean, and, you know, take care of the kids, like, that to me is mentally draining, and it's just, I can't do it. I fall into really bad depression. So, you know, I had to figure something out to get me out of that. And also, you guys, I do want to suggest that, you know, if you are going through this, read books. I don't have the time to read books because, you know, I have the kids, and by the time they go to sleep, I'm exhausted, so I'll just knock out. But what I have been doing is listening to Audible books, and it's a lot easier because I just put on my headphones. Like, for example, when Mila wakes up, all I do is put the headphones on, and I'm listening to the podcast while I'm, you know, making her lunch, getting everything ready for her school, even though they're doing her hair, or I'm driving. I can listen to it while Aiden's sleeping and I'm cleaning and I'm cooking. I have the earpods on, and that honestly helped me so much because, you know, whenever you do feel like you're stuck, and obviously when you go to therapy, it helps at the moment, right? And it's hard for you to apply it every single day, all day. So, like, for me, I've been taking therapy. I've been going to my therapy classes, and I've been going to my therapy sessions, and that's honestly helped so much. But the minute that I don't talk to my therapist, I kind of start falling down again. And listening to Audible books helps me get back on track. Like, okay, no, you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing, you know, remember where you were. You don't want to fall there. And you guys, a lot of you guys have been asking about, what is it called? You guys have been asking about what books to read. One of the books that helped me feel more confident, it's called Feel Sexy. So this is the book that I read, and it started making me feel good about myself. And it talks about, you know, how being a woman, you start setting priorities, like, for example, your kids, your household, your husband, etc., and you lose yourself. So this book really helped me to understand and try to gain that self-confidence again. And another book that really really helped me was the 5-second rule, which is this one right here, you guys. This book is like amazing. It helps you just do it. You know, it's obviously the reason why it's called 5 seconds is because you have to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and by the time you hit 1, you go and do it. Whatever it is that you're thinking you want to do, you just do it. And that helped me because, like I said, I am a self-doubter. I doubt a lot of things. My inner critic is always, you know, what if, oh, you know, but what about if it doesn't work out? It's little things like that I always think about, and applying this rule really helps me to just do it instead of thinking about why I shouldn't do it, if that makes sense. So this book has been helping. And another book that I've been also listening to is this one, Relentless. So Jose actually put me on this book just recently. I asked him, you know, what book he would recommend, something that would be life-changing. And this was the book that he mentioned, and I've been listening to it, and it's an amazing book too, you guys. I just started, but from what I've been hearing, it's really good. It's motivating. It shows you how you have to be really mentally strong and how to overcome all these barriers, you know, within yourself, the way you think, etc. So these top 3 books are amazing. And then if you guys And then if you guys suffer from abandonment issues, this one is a really good. It's called The Journey from Abandonment to Healing. So these are my top books that I've been listening to and have been helping me so much. And if you guys want to check those out, please do so, and let me know in the comments down below how you've been liking them, or send me a DM, you know. I love talking to you guys and hearing you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to. I've been trying to keep myself busy, you know, obviously creating my business, posting on my business page. I'm trying to grow our YouTube, share our journey. I've been staying busy with the kids. Aiden was sick 2 days ago. He's doing a lot better. He's still a little sick, but way better, way better. He had hand, foot, and mouth disease. So he had a bunch of little blisters like all over his body, in his little mouth, in his throat. So he couldn't eat, he was fuzzy, and he even had it on his little butt. So it was really painful. The first 2 days were the hardest. His doctor did mention that it was going to be really, really hard. And then for like 3 days, he was going to be, you know, really fuzzy and stuff, and which was true. He started Friday, and today's Monday. He's feeling so much better. He's been eating, he's been sleeping, so I'm so thankful. But yeah, I've been busy with the kids. And obviously with the whole moving in here to this new house, I had to, you know, unpack everything, organize everything, and so I'm doing it all by myself. So I had to fix Mila's room, fix my room, the living room, like everything. So that obviously took so much time. But now that I'm done unpacking, getting everything set, I'm like, damn, I have time to like actually sit down and think about things. And it's been a lot harder now because I'm not keeping myself busy. So I'm kind of falling into this, you know, I'm falling into like what it used to be. So I'm trying to get myself out of it. And like I said, I've been trying to keep myself busy, just trying to think positive, trying to think of ways of what to do to get myself out of that little funk. But let's see, what else? What else am I gonna tell you guys? A little update about me. Yeah, I also want to touch about how you guys have been talking about, I get some DMs of saying like, how do you have the courage, you know, the motivation to just work on yourself, you know, without your significant other, this and that, like, how can I do that? And honestly, you guys, I had it, like, I basically feel like I had to pretty much throw myself in the water. Like, you know how when you don't know how to swim and you're like, oh snap, like how am I gonna learn how to swim, you know? Like, I feel like I just threw myself in the water, and I'm like learning how to swim on my own, you know? So it's just kind of like I didn't really have an option. It's like, you know, I have to do that. I have to do it to save myself, to pick myself up, you know? So honestly, you just have to do it, and then you'll figure it out as you go. I didn't have, you know, any plans of how, or a backup plan, or like nothing. It happened so sudden that, you know, I kind of had to just go with it and learn on my own, save myself. And so it's hard. Honestly, it's really hard. You know, I'm not gonna lie. There's days where some days are harder than others. There's nights where I cry myself to sleep. You know, for the first 2 months were probably the hardest. I cried every single day, all day. Nothing made sense. I was so confused. I was so angry. I was angry with God. I was angry with myself. I was angry with everyone. And I couldn't understand. I couldn't figure it out until, you know, I switched the role, as in stop. You know, like, nobody's going to save you. You have to save yourself. You can either sit there and cry and pull yourself up, or you sink, you let yourself go, you know? So the first initiative that I took, more than anything, is get therapy, which has been the best thing I've ever done. I I went to my doctor because it had been, obviously after I gave birth to Aiden, I didn't have a follow-up. So I made an appointment with my doctor and they did blood work, they did a physical. I just wanted to make sure that I was perfectly healthy so that, you know, like my inner self was okay before moving on. So thank God everything was normal. My blood work was normal. I did have just low vitamin D3, which my doctor said that causes depression. So I'm on medication for that. I have my little vitamins for that. And therapy, I've been going to therapy, doing that, trying to keep busy, being with the kids, working on my business, working on YouTube. But yeah, you guys, you just pretty much have to pull yourself out. And like I said, some days are harder than others. And I don't know if you guys have heard the song Ways by Jhené Aiko. If you guys haven't, please go listen to it. I love it because there's a phrase that she says, you have to lose your mind. Wait, how does she say? She says, you have got to lose your... She says, you have got to lose your mind. You have got to lose your pride. Wait, let me, I gotta pull it out because... Okay, so she says, if there's one thing that I learned while in those county lies is that everything takes time. You have got to lose your pride. You have got to lose your mind just to find your peace of mind. You have got to trust the signs. Everything will turn out fine. And dude, that resonates so much with me because you literally have to lose your mind. Like I said, the first 2 months were so hard. No, the first month was probably the hardest one. I was feeling so lost. I literally felt like it was never ending. I felt so helpless. Just, it was so bad. So bad, you guys. Like, I had really dark thoughts. And it was sad. It was really sad, but I literally felt like I was losing my mind. And now it's like, okay, I'm starting to see more clear, you know. But yeah, listen to this song, you guys. It's a really good song. So like I said, it's called Ways by Jhené Aiko. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I think I touched base on everything. If you guys do want to know more about my journey and everything, go follow my Instagram. I'm constantly posting my everyday life, work that I do. And if you guys are interested in plasma fibroblast, go check out my page, like I said. And you guys will find more pictures. And it doesn't just work on the tummy, it also works, and this is why I love it, because it's so versatile. Like, you can use it for a lot of things. So it does help with skin tightening, but it also helps with like wrinkles, any age and sunspots. And it also, like, since it tightens, it does do like a breast lift. It lifts up your lips, like your neck. It does help with scars and stretch marks. It doesn't fully remove them, and there's still nothing invented yet that fully removes scars, but it does rejuvenate them. So it, you know, it helps them be less visible. And yeah, it's honestly amazing. If you guys are interested or learning more about it, make sure you guys, you know, Google it or go to my page and see the type of work that I'm doing. And just support me. I do want to go and do maybe like schedule, because I know there's a lot of people that are interested in it, but don't necessarily live here in San Diego. So I do plan on maybe doing 2-3 times a month, going up to LA and performing the services. So if you guys are in LA or you guys are interested, let me know. And I do want to travel. I want to, you know, expand and just go and meet all of you guys and go to different places. But yeah, you guys, if, like I said, if you guys want to know, if you guys want to follow me more through my journey, like I said, I will be vlogging more. The next video that I'm going to be showing is a house tour. Keep in mind, the house isn't fully done. We just moved in here almost a month ago, so there's still a lot of things that need to be done. But you know, this is gonna be my pretty much my office with the kids. So I do want to bring you guys along so you guys are familiar with what the house looks like. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking on Instagram, because I post little stories of the place and you guys are like, oh my god, like your house looks beautiful, can you guys show us, blah blah blah. So I will be doing a little house tour for you guys so you guys get familiar with the area. And you know, I'll be vlogging my daily life with the kids and stuff like that. Like I said, I do want to be a lot more hands-on with my YouTube video, with the YouTube channel, and you know, bring you guys along. So stay tuned. The next video will be the house tour from me. Jose, you know, is going to probably be filming his journey as well, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, you guys, I want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out, who has DM'd me. I see your DMs, you guys, but it's just so many to reply to. But I'm really trying to like respond to all of you guys. It's just a lot. But I do see your DMs, and I get so happy. I get so grateful. And you guys, whenever I do feel down and I'm having a moment where I feel like I'm sunking in again, I go into my DMs and I read your DMs of you telling me your stories and things like that, and it helps me, like it motivates me. I'm like, you know what? I have to pull myself out of this, so you know, I'm able to help all these other people that are going through the same thing. So thank you guys for sharing your stories. Thank you for checking up on me. It does not go unnoticed. You guys literally have saved me as well from so much. So I want to do thank you guys, and I'm super grateful. Honestly, I'm so grateful for every single one of you that support us, that show us love. Like, man, you guys are true ride or die. So yeah, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.